Good morning everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Wednesday and let's get right to the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course, you can see right here if we drop down on the 4-hourly time frame after printing a bearish divergence right here, you can see the momentum wave getting lower and price getting higher. Bitcoin went down around 3%, which is quite a decent move since we have not had such a big move in that short term of a time. Basically, you can see price has been stuck in this very tight range right here, and we are still in this range, even though right now we are bouncing from the view up from the bottom right here that we made at around 57k. So if this view up level holds us, then I believe with today's news, the CPI data, Bitcoin is potentially going to move back up if of course we manage to reclaim that PUC level that we lost, since this is also a very key level. And as of right now, you can see the momentum wave is kind of looking bad. You can see everything is pointing downwards, and potentially once we get right here to around the zero line, we tend to go down basically a lot more to potentially print the momentum waves that are on the downside. So potentially Bitcoin could drop down all the way towards that value area low at around 61k, sweeping some of the lows right here that we have not taken out in quite a while, since we have been stuck for quite a long time in this range. And also something very concerning, that this pattern right here, basically this whole move up, is basically starting to look very similar as the last one that we had right here. You can see this one right here was more sharp towards the upside, this one right here not so much, but you know how they could potentially both end. With the last time we dropped down from the high all the way down like 29%, almost 30% basically. And right now, if we consider this level right here a high, and if we drop down like 30%, that's gonna take us down to around $46,000, which is potentially going to be my final target. As you know, below 48k, basically 46k, could be very well the final target for the Bitcoin bears. And then this is when our next rally is about to start. Once we sweep this level, I believe, until we do not sweep this level, I don't think we are going to basically start the next bull market rally. Of course, this is gonna take some time. You can see last time, once we made our bottom right here in around November, then until the actual move up started, we took quite some time. From all the way from November, the first major move up was in late October next year. So it did take us like 287 days of consolidation until the actual major move occurred. So this is also something to keep in the back of your head. So you do have some time to accumulate more Bitcoin during those range lows before the actual move starts up. Now, something also to keep in mind of is that the metals like silver and gold are also potentially curving up momentum and starting to rally back up, since they have seen quite a bit of a decline since the blow off top that they made. They have been trending down almost 150 days. Same for gold and silver. So you can see it clearly right here, 180 days of downward price action. So it could be just a matter of time until we potentially reverse. If this right here was not the bottom, we could get another pullback to basically form something like this, and then we start going even higher. But this we could not even have a retracement. Price could basically start climbing slowly towards the upside. Stock market right now, for example, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500 are still trading near all-time highs. The Nasdaq not so much. You can see the Nasdaq is actually still making lower highs right here. Basically this right here, you could consider this high a trend change, since we did actually push a little bit above this level right here, as you can see, but we failed to actually push with a candle body, so you could consider this a failed attempt, and we could still continue this pattern towards the downside of making lower highs. But with the S&P 500 being above this level and not actually making higher highs, as you can see right here, it is very difficult to say what the next move is going to be for the stock market. And with the dollar also trying to potentially curve back up right here, you can see on the momentum waves, we could still see around 101.9 for the dollar, which means the indices and the stocks will go down if the dollar starts pushing back up. So this is also something to keep in mind. For the altcoins, Hype, for example, consolidating right now. Solana also consolidating around its value area low. You can see pretty tight range right here. We are keeping above, but we are, as of right now, still failing to break above that monthly pivot level. But I do believe once we break through, $84 could be very well the next target. Sui right now also struggling around the monthly open level. XRP dipped below $8 yesterday, which is quite interesting to see. We have not been below $8 since basically November 2024. So yes, very interesting move for XRP. On the short term for Bitcoin, we are right now trading around VWAP. We have just reclaimed it after trading below it, as you can see during yesterday's move. We actually do have lots of shorts open up right here at this exact bottom at around 63.2k. You can see it right here. Price went down and open interest started pushing with CVD going down. This means lots of short positions opened up right here. And I do believe that they are going to be squeezed during today's news or by the end of this week. I don't think the market makers will let them make profits that easily. So if they do get squeezed, those are the targets and the liquidation clusters that you need to watch towards the upside, from 65.6 all the way towards 67.2k. Now we also do have some liquidity left towards the downside, of course. This could also get taken out, but be wary of the levels above, since we do have lots of shorts open up right here at the bottom. Fear and Greed Index is around 37, nothing new here. Spot ETFs, we do have some very small moves, like with BlackRock buying only 50 million. So overall, with the other institutions selling off, we have a 7.8 million, which is quite low compared to the last around 10 days right here, with over 200 million. So volatility is at its lowest right now, even with the spot ETFs. Long versus shorts ratio right now, you can see we do have more longs, even though the difference is quite small. On Hyperliquid, the bigger whales are sitting short right now. So as I did say, once they're sitting short right here from this bottom, they could get squeezed out before we actually reverse towards the downside again, or we actually continue to take the highs that were set on Monday. So we are right now at the Monday low, and the Monday high is sitting around 65.5k. So this could get swept very well, but if price starts showing weakness and fails to reclaim basically above the weekly pivot, the POC and the EMAs right here, then I believe we are going to go down for the monthly open, and then the value area low is going to be next. Of course, not a financial advice, just my opinion. The CPI data is in a few hours from now on, just before New York Open, so be wary of that as well. Use proper risk management, and I believe this would cover it for today. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.